Okay, will you calm down? My AC's gonna blow it out. Okay, don't worry. It's not gonna burn the books. So I feel like my entire room's kind of a mess right now because I've been on a reading kick. I have not read all of these. I'm still reading my library books. Do you want to see them? My library books. This is the one that I'm currently reading, A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. It's cute so far. I'm only like one chapter in. And then I got It's Okay to Not Look for the Meaning of Life. I don't know. I'm trying to look at like different views on life, you know what I mean? And oh my god, sorry, my shirt's gonna be bothering me the entire time, as per usual. But I think this is what is like I'm gonna need, because I do always look for meaning in things, and I think I care just a little bit too much, which is not a bad thing, but I do need to tone it down a little bit. And I think this is what's gonna help me. Also, oh, Hannah, if you're watching this video, you need to look away because this is your birthday present. It's Yuji. Sorry, his arms are out like that because I think it's funny because he looks like a cross. Like, you know, in horror movies. You know, in horror movies when they're like, stay back. Imagine if they were just holding Yuji Itadori from JJK. Okay, not a funny joke. Okay, I get it, that's fine. And then also, I've been working on my Korean because I'm going to Korea this fall for study abroad. And my handwriting is so ass. But like, I don't know. That's my vocab. What I want to talk about today is what I've noticed recently on social media. So I was looking at stuff in like really popular accounts, but it's just like a lot of the same thing. You know what I mean? Which is fine, you know? But it's like a lot of repetition. And to me, I don't like repetition. Well, clearly I don't have like a good posting schedule either. It just, I don't know. Like, the posting schedule has never really worked with me because I don't create what I create for the views. Does that make sense? Which I know is like hypocritical because I'm posting it on the internet, but I'm creating for myself. And the minute I put a schedule on that, you know, as like an artist and a dancer, it just feels like I'm restricting myself almost. And if that's what works for you, go for it. But it just doesn't work for me. Because as soon as I put a posting schedule or like any sort of restriction like that on me, it just becomes, is it inorganic? Unorganic? Inorganic or unorganic? We're gonna find out. So it is inorganic. Inorganic. The more you know. But yeah, I just feel like, and obviously I know it's really tiring to hear people's opinions. Like, that's something that I've been getting tired of. I feel like people aren't like posting stuff because they want to, but because they want the clout and the views, which is fine. I'm really trying hard not to like burst any bubbles while I'm saying this, because I don't know. I don't know. I just want to keep people happy. It's not my intention to insult you. I can't cater to everybody. Anyways, back to what I was saying, is I just feel like the internet used to be a place where we could create, and instead we have turned it into this place of only consumption. And like the perfect example of that is AI, because AI doesn't create, okay? It just consumes. And I feel like that's the perfect mirror of who we are as a society right now. Now, I'm not pinning this on you. I do this too. I was just scrolling all day today, and that's something that I need to work on. I would rather be creating like this instead of consuming. But am I in turn being part of the problem because I'm creating something that's meant to be consumed. Does that make sense? I'm sick of consuming. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like that's all I do now, is I just sit here and I consume stuff. And I drink water. Like, I don't know. And I think that it's impacting everybody. I think everybody wants to create instead of consume. And also, what I've been thinking about recently is how if you are the creator, you will most likely be mocked for it. This doesn't make sense yet, but it will after I explain it. But let's say you like going to the movies, right? You like going to the movies, and it's really fun. You love a movie, you love a film, and you think to yourself, wow, I would love to make a movie. I would love to make a movie. That would be so much fun because I love movies. I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on how to make a movie, just for fun. And then as soon as you say that to somebody else, they start ridiculing you. They're like, well, that's a really hard field to get into. Like, they just start saying stuff like that, and then suddenly you don't even want to make a movie. Suddenly it's 20 years later and you've never even made a movie. It's like the process of consumption. Like, I almost feel that capitalism is purposefully stopping us from creating because it's easier for us to just consume. And that's what's more price efficient, is to just have us consume instead of create something new and exciting, which is what art is supposed to be. Something new, something exciting, something from your soul, something that's completely you. But that's not always what's gonna make you the most money, and capitalism is against that. And I don't know, this has no evidence to back it up at all. This is purely my own take on the world. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like some all-knowing person who like her opinion is right all of the time. No, I am a person, and I am an imperfect person. But I really do think that as soon as you lose your ability to create and your will to create is the minute that you lose who you are. And in turn, that makes you much more easy to manipulate. Does that make sense? And I know I'm going on this tirade of don't consume as I have 1 million books on my desk and more behind me. But I do feel that consumerism, mindful consumerism, it has to be a part of our lives, okay? Because we're gonna consume no matter what, And I like books. I like reading books. It's gonna be a part of my life forever. So I might as well read good books, That's why, I don't know, I feel like I'm jumping everywhere. But I do feel like we need to keep generative AI, because there's different types of AI. Generative AI, we need to keep it out of everything, but especially the arts, because why are you sacrificing that part of your soul? The only fun part of you, the one that creates and has fun and has original ideas. That's what humor is. Who are you if you don't create? Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like my thoughts are going nowhere. So hopefully this isn't that confusing. But for me, this has been kind of an eye-opener where it's like, okay, even if I create something bad, it is infinitely better than to have consumed something that is slop. Yeah, if you ask me, I do think that social media is eventually going to not fall exactly, but I do think that we're going to turn into a more analog-esque society, because I think people are just sick of everything being so fast. Does that make sense? And that's coming from someone who is fast. I don't like doing things slowly. I need to do tasks quickly. I need to like talk quickly. That's why I stumble over my words a lot, is because I'm just trying to get through this thought to get to the next one before my brain forgets. But we really do need to slow down. And I think especially AI, when the AI bubble eventually pops, because it will. Okay, I'm not here to like doomsday you. Okay, we have survived and we will continue to survive. So when the AI bubble finally pops, I think we're all gonna be so sick of seeing fake things and fake people and fake ideas, or just not even fake ideas, but like recycled ideas, that we're all just gonna need a little break. I really hope that we don't get rid of the internet completely, because the internet is great. I mean, I feel like it's connected with me with so many people, and a lot of my personality comes from online spaces. But I really do hope that we can find like a balance of not consuming all the time, but still utilizing the internet for creativity. But that world cannot be upheld by always consuming, and that is a wide umbrella that includes many vast topics and many nuanced issues. Anyways, enough of like the sad talk. Okay, let's talk about something fun. What is something fun in my life right now? Oh, so the last video I was talking about the boy TM. I did go into a little bit of psychosis about it, but I'm pretty sure it's because Mercury is in retrograde. I actually have no idea if that's what it is. I don't know if I believe in like astronomy and stuff, but that is what I'm going through, so I am going to relate to that. I'm like, yes, of course, Mercury's in retrograde, duh. Oh, also, my friend from New York is visiting, and I just missed her so much. She's like doing everything that I've always wanted to do, and she's just like a huge inspiration to me, and I'm really gonna try to start creating more, even if it's like bad content. I don't know if there's like bad content unless you made it with AI or like with a disingenuous heart. But I am pure of heart, so obviously I can do whatever I want. And I think like recentering this to be like, okay, this channel and all the things that I'm doing aren't for attention, they're for me. Like, I think what really helps is thinking of this channel as like my cute little scrapbook, you know, because I've never had the patience to do scrapbooking. But you know me, and we keep rocking, we keep rolling. But yeah, she's a huge inspiration for me. She's doing great things in New York, and I'm so proud of her. She's really helpful because I still don't know what I want to do, you know. I'm in college right now, but I'm also trying to see if I can, you know, make dance happen for me. I want to perform, and I want to go on tour. For some reason, like, I feel like dancing in like a concert venue would be phenomenal. So right now that's the goal, is like backup dancer for anybody. I would literally be anybody's backup dancer, like, please. Oh my gosh. But I can't decide, you know, and I think the plan is to do both, but I'm hoping that my study abroad trip is gonna really help me figure it out. I think like being on my own, like with the space that I need, is gonna help me like know what I really want to do with my life, you know? So hopefully this works out, because if not, this is gonna be a very expensive learning experience. But I am paying for this trip all by myself, so if you want to subscribe. I'm just kidding. Hopefully this wasn't boring to watch, but also I'm not creating this for you, I'm creating it for me. But I love you anyways. Love you.